Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! From Hamilton, Ohio. I am here to bring you my Simply Saturday video, week number 35. Week number 35. So, it's a fairly easy video. I hope you like it. The thing of it is I am using one of the new suites that will be out in July. It's called Painterly Pears. And it is, the paper is beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. And of course, that's what I'm showcasing, because our paper is so pretty that it's just too pretty not to showcase in our videos. So that's what I'm going to do with it. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. All you have to do is just in the comments, you can email me. I have my email address and that down there. You can comment here in the videos, or just just let me know whichever platform you're on or whatever. I would love to be your demonstrator and work with you. If you've ever thought about Stampin' Up! And as doing it as a hobby or a business or whatever, and you've never done that, please let me know. I'd love to talk to you about it, because I love being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And it's a lot of fun, a lot of perks, and I would just love to share that with you. So, with that being said, I'm only doing one card tonight. I tell you what, my virtual retreat is actually going on. It started tonight. It's all day tomorrow. Been prepping for that for like nothing. Plus, I have online classes Tuesday and Wednesday. And for Father's Day, we're having a big fish fry, and I'm frying fish and getting all that stuff ready. So, and not only that, one more thing. Tomorrow night, no, not tomorrow night, tonight, Saturday night, I forget what day it is. Saturday night, we are going to go see the Savannah Bananas. They are in Cincinnati. And we have tickets. It's supposed to rain. Pray for no rain. I got stuck in a storm today and got drenched. That's why my hair's up and everything else, because I was soaking wet from head to toe. I don't want to do that tomorrow night, especially with it being later in the evening and stuff like that. So please pray for no rain for me. And but anyway, I'm only making one card. But you will get the idea with that, and I will get a PDF up as soon as I can for those that like to get the PDF. But I will go over the dimensions of this card, and there's actually only 3 or 4 dimensions that you have to remember. So you can write them down and actually take a screenshot of the video of the card when I show it, and you would be all set anyway. So let me turn my camera down, and we are going to do a video, okay? You're going to see a black screen behind me now. I didn't turn my monitor on because I'm going to do this video without one, because that's just how I'm rolling tonight. So we're going to bring this down, and this is the card I made. So I can see this fine from here on my phone. So this is the card I made. It's called Painterly Pears. Very pretty stamp set, dies, paper, ribbon, embellishments. All come in the suite. I have the suite price written down too. It is $73.75 for the suite. The bundle, if you would just want to order the bundle, this is the stamp set, and this is the bundle right here, and that's $42.25, and the paper's $12.50. Let me show you the paper, because it is just beautiful. Just beautiful. So you can see this pear right here, the leaves, and whoops, can't even open my own card. These pears right here were all cut out of this DSP with the dies. This whole set can be cut out. Isn't that just great? And the other side of that is this, which is really, really pretty in itself. The DSP I use, this is part of it. And the other side is Darling Duckling. So let me show you the rest of it. Those are my cut up pieces so far. So we have this piece here, and that's got Secret C on the back of it. And then we have a piece like this that you can actually cut and make several cards out of. And I think it's got a nice, it's got the, I think that's the strawberry slush. Let me see what it says. The colors it says is Basic Beige, Darling Duckling, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Secret C. So, I would say that that is, whoops, I hit that would be in your Petal Pink, which, yep, it goes. So there's that one. Here's the one that I'm using, that the pears I'm cutting out of, that's got the leaves on the back. This is the one that I used for the front. Then we have this one, which is little flowers on the back. And then we have this one, which I really, really like. And it's got your greens on the back. And that is all of them. But anyway, it is beautiful paper. And the paper is what sold me when I pre-ordered this. I'm like, I absolutely love that paper. And I do like that it's double stamping for the pears. So I think that's going to be my Tuesday video this next week, is doing the pears and that to go with the paper, because I did not do that. I just showed you the die cuts today. So let's get started on that card. I have everything cut and ready, and I wanted to show you the dies, or yeah, here are the gems that go with this. They're sparkly. They have the Secret C, the green, and the yellows. And then this is the green ribbon, and it has a real pretty sparkle. I may be using that on Tuesday, just so we can see all the product. Okay, so let me get this out. I have more than I need right here on some cutouts. I decided to stick this stuff in an envelope so that I can keep it together. I'm going to try that method for a while. It's an old envelope. I don't know what happened to the card that went with it, but it's not there anymore. So I have a piece of 5.5. I don't know what is on my card base. I don't know. Maybe it came like that and I didn't notice it, because it sure doesn't come off. But anyway, here's my card base, and it is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and folded in half, and then creased with your bone folder. The inside piece is 5 1/4 by 4 in white. The outside piece is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm using Secret C. I used Darling Duckling and the Secret C on this one. The Secret C was the card base. Darling Duckling was my mat there. But we are going to use the Secret C. And then I have all these cutouts. And if you notice, I even cut out the pieces that are halfway, because I want to show you what I want to do with those. So there's no waste in that particular set. So here's what you want to do with this. Now pay attention to these measurements, because this is the one you would really want to know. These are, this piece was like this, and it's 1.5 by 5 cut on the diagonal. So it's 1.5 by 5 cut on the diagonal. And we will be placing those like this. These are 1/2 inch by 5.5, and they just fit on this paper, but I didn't want any waste, so that's how it goes. And I cut 3 of them like that, 1/2 inch by 5 1/2. And they're going to be in here, but they're going to be spread apart more evenly. And that's how we get our card. Easy peasy, right? I love easy. So let's just take our glue and go ahead and I got a little glob right there, so I'm just going to work it out. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put this on and leave a border. That's why it's cut 5, so it leaves a border on each end. If you would cut this the same measurements as the other, then it would go off the edge. Because I tried it with some scrap before I cut this, because I thought, I'm not cutting this paper up and running it. It's too pretty. I'm not even a pear person. I like Bartlett pears in the can. I don't like fresh pears. But I like this pear paper, so there you go. So there we go. We have our 2 pieces like that. The next piece I'm going to put in is I'm going to take and put in my middle piece. As soon as I can get that piece off of my fingers. So I'm going to put this in right here, and I'm going to angle it like towards the in the center as best as I can. That's where we're going to put a die cut and all that on top of it, because we can. Because we can. So let me just put this in here. Kind of get it, oops, go like that. Don't like it. I'm going to pull this end up. There we go. And then I'm going to take and put these in. And what's nice about these, they are, oh, did you see what I did? I don't want to do that. Burp, burp, burp. I'm going to cut another piece real quick because I can. Because I can. So I need another 1/2 inch piece, because I did the wrong side. But you know what? I can save that for later. So I did that not thinking, but that's what I do all the time. So okay, now we got it going. So let me just go ahead and put this one in here. And I did not get that one on straight because this one has too much room, but that's okay, because I'll cover that up. Didn't want to do this one. I'll save that piece, and that can go onto the inside of a card. So no lost. I like it when I don't have to have a loss in my cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to snip off these little edges. So how's everybody's week went, and how's your weekend going to go? I hope okay. It's going to be rainy here. Like I said, I don't want it to be rainy, but it's going to be rainy. Okay, I have a pear, and I have the little stems that go in there. But as you see, I got a little bit of too much white there. I'm going to trim that. That's what's good about all of this, is you can trim it up. So that it doesn't look so Like it's got so much white around it. But anyway, we started our virtual retreat tonight. I think it's going to go over really well. It's just a long process. Okay, here's what I wanted to know too. What do you think? I think I'm going to use the other side for my leaves. I was going to try that. I forgot when I cut leaves out, I was going to do that. I'm just going to put that on there. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals. I'm going to put some little guys up here. And then I'll use some regular ones on my pear. Whoops. Sticking to my gluey fingers. I have ink on me. I have glue on me. It's been one of those days. That's okay though. As long as I'm in my happy place and get to do some stamping, I can get inky. I'm fine with that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put my, I like those green on my leaves like that. I like that. So you can see the difference of those two like that. So for our inside, before I go any further, I'm going to cut just a tiny bit of this white off because I was cutting out just this little piece that was hanging off the edge of that paper. And so we can put that pear just right down here. See how that'll go? So we can do that. And we're just going to glue him in. So let me put it down at the edge. Glue that. I'm going to take my leaves the same way, and I'm going to leave those on the green side. I really like that now that I've done it. So, especially against this white, it looks really nice. And then I want to see something because this is cut on two sides. I'm going to put those two pears right up in the corner like that. So see, I had no loss. That's how they were hanging off, and I just cut them out. So, you know, you don't have to throw away a lot of what you would think would be lost causes because it's not a whole pear and stuff. You can just cut them up and put them on. Now you notice I did not get my stripes on straight on this one. I never do. When I do my videos, they always are off kilter. That's okay though. I don't really mind. It's handmade. So what we're going to do with this is, let's see if that'll cover that up. If I have to put it on the back and stamp my name over it. Oh, I think I can cover that up. So this can go on the inside. I like when things like that work out into my favor. So there we go with the inside with our pears. And I forgot to tell you what the stamp set said. We have a hello, congratulations, a good friend is a gift, thank you, and friend. So you could say, thank you, friend, or hello, friend. I'm going to use, I don't even have these out in my, where they go yet, but that's okay too. I'm going to use the thank you, I think. I did the other one, a good friend is a gift. So let's do this one, and I need to get me a block. I thought I laid one over there, but I think I put it up. I was trying to clean up. And I am going to use the Secret C because it's matches my paper. It's almost black, but it's not black. So, only thing is I can never get this pad to open. It gives me fits. So let's just ink that up. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it down here and put it in this corner. I didn't even have to really add anything to it, which is nice. And then I can put it on my card. And when I put this one, I just glued it down. But I was thinking about, no, I'm going to glue it. I'm going to glue it. Going to glue it. The pear has a dimension on it, so that's a good thing. So what do you think? You like the pear paper? And like that is a little off, but it doesn't really look that bad because you don't notice that your eye goes to the pear. Let's put some embellishments on there. And let's use the new ones, the ones that goes with it. Those that I used there are the new in color ones because I forgot I had these really. So let's use I'm going to use the green. I love greens. Greens are just pretty. So let's take the greens. I'm going to do this on my pear again because I like that. And then I think I'm going to take and put one right next to my thank you. So there we go. Nice and easy. It's what I like. Nice and easy. So what do y'all think? I hope that you enjoyed it and that you like this set and maybe think about getting it because it's nice, it's pretty, it's good for this time of year. The colors are beautiful that they've used in it. The embellishments are really pretty and the ribbon is really pretty. So I think all in all it's a great set. And here's some little pears that I cut too that I'll open this one and just show you where you can just put these along a corner. See how that fits? So you have no waste in your papers, which is really good. I'm not going to put one in there. I'm going to save these for another time. I'm just going to stick them back in my envelope. I would stick this in my envelope, but it is going to be... I could actually take and put you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to add a little bit of glue right over here. And I am going to add this right here next to that. That way I don't have to worry about saving it, do I? You know, there's always an embellishment opportunity. That's my motto. Always has been my motto. So there we go. Look at that. Look at that. And I could bring... Do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. Didn't like that. So there we go. That's our card. There we go. Be sure to comment. And when you comment, let me know. If I don't know you, let me know where you're from. I'd like to see where everybody's watching it. Don't forget on YouTube to subscribe to my channel. Give me thumbs up. That will be great for my algorithm there. And if you're on my Facebook page, you can follow me on my Facebook business page. Or you can join my group, and that's where the PDFs for all my cards are. So if you would want to do all three of those, I would really greatly appreciate it. But for right now, I'm going to go, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you get to stay drier than what we might in our neck of the woods. See you later. Be creative and have fun. Be safe. Bye.